Seated on the broad, furry back of his insectoid steed Dragonflyer, Dargon soared at incredible speed over the rugged landscape of the desert of Lost Hope toward the city of the Ancients. The prince had no need to shout commands to Dragonflyer, for they were telebonded together. Their messages passed to each other through their thoughts. At times like this, the two thought and acted almost as one. Prince Dargon sent a telebonded message to Dragonflyer.
Faster, my friend! We must arrive first!
Suddenly, through a break in the blue misty clouds, Dargon spotted his goal. It was a sandy hillside swarming with giant insectoids. At the bottom of the hillside was the long-hidden entrance to the hive.
The recent windstorms must have blown away the sand that was covering the entrance,
thought Dargon. There, lurking by the entrance, waited Nor and Vipex, the two hive monsters that guarded the ancient structure. When Dargon saw them, he exclaimed,
"The hive monsters! I'll have to get past them if I'm to enter the hive. Mantor has told me that once I'm inside, Nor and Vipex will be loyal to me. Could these wild insectoids have burrowed their way inside the hive and found some strange chemical that caused them to grow so large? Down, Dragonflyer!"
After landing and hiding a safe distance away from the hive, Dargon began to plan his next move. But unfortunately, he had little time to think, for he heard a thunderous whirring of giant wings as he saw a shadow race across the desert floor. Looking up, Dargon cried,
"It's Spidrax and Spiderflyer!"
Seconds after Dargon spotted Spidrax, the general flew over the prince's hiding place and sighted him. Snarling with rage and revealing his hideous white fangs, Spidrax exclaimed,
"So, Dargon got here first, did he? First to arrive, last to leave. The desert shall be his grave."
Sensing his master's rage, Spiderflyer banked sharply to the right, and Spidrax guided him downward at an ever-increasing speed.
"Down, Spiderflyer!"
It would be a battle to the death. Seeing Spiderflyer's dive, Dargon realized there was little time left to act. Looking around him on the desert-like ground, Dargon got an idea.
The sap from that thorny cactus over there is super sticky. Perhaps it will be strong enough to trap Spiderflyer when he lands. That could give me the edge in battle.
Dargon quickly sliced open the giant cactus and spread the sap on top of a nearby flat boulder where he was sure Spidrax would land.
That should be strong enough to hold him,
thought Dargon. Dragonflyer seemed to agree as he nodded his huge head. The two then returned to their hiding place just as Spidrax and Spiderflyer landed. With a flurry of sand, Spidrax and Spiderflyer landed right on the boulder without noticing its sticky surface. Because of his great weight, Spiderflyer soon sank claw-deep into the sap. The sap was drying in the sun and growing hard now, making escape from it more difficult. The moment Spidrax and Spiderflyer realized what had happened, they exploded with fury. Spiderflyer struggled to break free. Spidrax telebonded furiously to Spiderflyer.
"Up, you beast, up!"
But his steed remained stuck to the rock. Then, with incredible skill, Spidrax jumped from his steed and landed with a thud in the sand beside the boulder. He looked wildly about and saw Dargon, who was grinning with pleasure.
"Why don't you stick around, Spidrax? The party's just beginning."
Spidrax's response came in the form of a low growl. He cracked his venom-tipped whip over his head and strode toward Dargon, ready to do battle. Dargon, too, was ready.
"My sword and Vin gun are all the weapons I need to bring you down, Spidrax."
Big words from such a little insect. Even without Spiderflyer, I shall crush you underfoot like the roach you are.
Your threats don't frighten me, Spidrax. I am a Sectaur of action, not boasts.
Just as the two enemies were ready to fight, the ground beneath them began to rumble. Sensing danger, Nor and Vipex roared, then hurried away to protect the hive. Dargon realized what was happening.
The giant insectoids have weakened the entire area with their tunneling, and now the whole hive is collapsing.
With a thunderous roar, tons of sand were sucked underground as the desert floor caved in. The shock waves broke apart the dried sap which had been holding Spider-Flyer prisoner. In a split second, both Dargon and Spidrax jumped on the backs of their mighty insectoid steeds and raced skyward as the desert floor shuddered again. A few seconds later, both warriors looked down from high overhead and saw an amazing sight. The hive and the giant insectoids were being swallowed up by the desert sands. Within minutes, the secrets of the ancients were safely buried again under thousands of feet of sand, while Nor and Vipex were nowhere to be found. As the desert floor collapsed, the air above it was sucked downward, causing a huge cyclone to be born. The high wind sent Dargon and Spidrax whirling dangerously about in the storm. Spidrax shouted to his enemy,
"What a pity this air storm makes a fight between us impossible. It would give me such pleasure to watch you and your overgrown housefly tumble to the desert floor."
We'll meet again, Spidrax, and I'll be ready for you. It's just a matter of time. Up, Dragonfly! Away from this cyclone! Take me home!
Later, back at the Red Claw Tavern, Zack was toasting his friend Dargon.
To another great victory for Prince Dargon, heroic warrior of the Shining Realm. In all fairness, Zack, it was the giant insectoids who brought this battle to an end. The unexpected avalanche sent both Spidrax and myself to the skies, and that unexpected cyclone sent us both on our way home. Let's hope those insectoids are buried forever under the desert sands, and that the secrets of the ancients never fall into our enemies' hands. There will be many more battles to fight before we finally bring the light of justice to shine in the dark domain. We must all be brave. We must always be ready. For we are Sectaurs, warriors of Symbion.